Hey, what's going on? I got something to say, and we are talking about. Oh Lord, I can't believe I'm talking about this. We are talking about. Here comes honey, boo boo. What the fuck? Okay. God damn. Recently, the whole reason that I'm bringing this up is because I was reading the Washington Post and the New York Times, right? And it started off with the New York Times. They had a whole little section in their opinion section, the open air section, where they talked about Honey Boo Boo Child in the season finale, where they had Honey Boo Boo's Uncle Poodle. And Uncle Poodle is gay. And not to mention, he is kind of good looking too, but we'll talk about that later. So the thing about it is, after the New York Times kind of chimed in, then the Washington Post decided to shoot back at them at the author of this particular opinion article, which I will put links to it in the Gooch Bar so that you can check it out. But I'm sorry, it's kind of funny all the way around because these people were really relating their Southern roots and Southern upbringing and how being gay. They were getting a cultural experience out of fucking Honey Boo Boo Child. Child, please. That's what I really wanted to say. Because I'm like, this bitch is for your entertainment. I know she's 7 years old, and I don't mean to call her a bitch, but this bitch is for your entertainment. That's all it is. Okay, Honey Boo Boo, here comes Honey Boo Boo, or Honey Boo Boo Child, or whatever the hell her name is. She is for pure joy and entertainment. Uncle Poodle is nice looking, but she is there for your pleasure and entertainment to appeal to the gay segment. So hey, but in the articles they were talking about how growing up in the South, you have a lot of discrimination and all that, and it was comforting to see. You really didn't think about having a lot of acceptance and a lot of tolerance in the South for gay people, and then they started having flashbacks about their own life, the authors of each of these articles. And I'm like, you know what? You encounter discrimination any fucking where you go, where no matter what you have, no matter what's happening, if you're gay or not, you will encounter discrimination. South is just synonymous and associated with it a lot because, let's face it, this is where slavery happened. I'm in Atlanta, my hometown is Aiken, South Carolina, so I know about the South dirty all the way around. So I know from the black man point of view and the gay man's point of view. So I thought it was kind of irresponsible for them, these authors, and again I'll have links to each article. I thought it was kind of irresponsible for them to kind of give the impression that up north or in the Midwest or on the West Coast, that it's any different, because discrimination, it may be a little bit more subtle, but it's there. And to make like that the South is just totally is the only place that I'm not trying to say they wrote this, because they didn't, but you can kind of get the impression like, the South is just steeped with discrimination. Well, a lot of people places are steeped with discrimination. but the thing that you can get that type of wisdom out of Honey Boo Boo Child, I don't get it. Now I'll say this one little thing though. Honey Boo Boo Child loves her Uncle Poodle, and they were also making reference to the fact that she calls gay people poodles. So they're like, this is like gay people. That's not what poodles are in the South. You have nicknames, and the nickname for for being gay in the South is poodle. No. Everybody on that goddamn show got some fucked up backward nicknames. That's like black people in the South. We have everybody uncle named Junebug. Everybody uncle named Uncle Junebug. So you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The one thing that I'll say is this: that her mama did out of all the shit that her mama put her through, which I think a little bit of it is neglect. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to push that child to go through those pageants and some of the shit that she does is a little out of the way for child rearing. I will say that. But at least she taught her child to be accepting and tolerant of others. and to love her family. At least her mama taught her that. And that's the one thing that you can get from the South that you can't that you won't find in a lot of places. Down here and down south, we believe in family, and we believe in taking care of your family, and we believe in supporting your family. So yeah, he may have been gay, but she loved her Uncle Poodle. So my thing on this is that if you want any lesson or if you get any type of wisdom from Honey Boo Boo Child, is that I'll put it like this: if kids had half the heart and half the love that Honey Boo Boo has, this world would turn out to be a pretty okay. If Honey Boo Boo's heart was in everybody and had that much capacity for love and that much capacity for acceptance, we wouldn't have to be fighting any wars for civil rights right now. Now that is something that you can get from Honey Boo Boo What the Fuck Child. As always, I said what I had to say. Check me out. I'm on G+, The Soul Swirl. That's SOSWIRL. Soul Swirl. That is me on G+. On Facebook, I am The Soul Swirl. Check me out on Twitter. Soul Swirl. And as always, I said what I had to say. Peace. Fuck you. Out.